think when you come on the campus of Country Day,
The buildings are warm, the vast green spaces are inviting.
It's very unique that they actually have a personal interest in your family and your children.
I have lived in a lot of different places. I've seen a lot of different schools. And I always think the same thing. It's not Country Day.
Romeo, come thou day and night.
I think that Country Day opens us up creatively.
It emphasized the importance of being engaged in your community before doing that was cool.
It's a really good school, academically it's really good.
The teachers here are fantastic.
challenges students in an encouraging way.
At this age, I just think it's very important to have that ability for these kids to see lots of different things and just be exposed to different things. And I find here it's not forced, it's easy. We really do like the holistic approach to the education.
For K-1-2, we have the gift of giving those kids 3 years to develop naturally at their own rate, and I know everything about them.
We like the sense of family and the atmosphere that we saw in the lower school. And so when we compared and looked around at some other options, we felt like for them this would be the best fit.
Kids come into third and fourth expecting to be part of a family, and they see learning as something so terribly exciting that they can't wait to do it.
In middle school, what's key is that development matters.
Have you ever tried to cut and paste something?
We embrace the traditional educational foundation that's necessary, and we embrace problem solving.
They give us different kinds of ways to do the problems so that if we can't approach it one way, we can approach it another way.
I just think middle school kids are hilarious. I really enjoy working with kids at this age because they're still young enough to be totally interested.
Our 7th graders are responsible for all recycling on our campus. We now have a garden that, again, our 7th graders are tending to that will actually be used in our own dining room.
I remember when I was in lower school how important it was at lunch. The lower school upperclassmen would get the trays, and it was this big privilege that you had a teacher at every table.
The learning environment at Country Day is a very rich and dynamic environment where kids are engaged in all kinds of project-based learning, experiential learning, discovery, investigation, asking lots of questions. We want students to be very, very engaged in their own learning.
It was a kind of a one-of-a-kind academic atmosphere that was incredibly interdisciplinary at quite a young age.
Most of our classes are very discussion-based, so you have a lot of space to explore your creativity in classes, which I think really helps academically.
We are constantly learning and constantly challenging each other, and nothing is limited to textbooks and nothing is limited to the classroom.
We found the environment here to be very warm and welcoming, and my children fit right in quickly.
My favorite thing about Country Day is the sense of community and belonging.
You just always feel comfortable when you're here.
Country Day does a pretty good job of growing well-rounded kids.
One of my favorite things about Country Day is that they never try to put my child in any sort of preconceived box, that it's my child's world to make.
Why this place? Why I'm still so connected to this place? It's because of what they do here. Everybody should be fortunate enough to be educated at Country Day.